Kaiser Chiefs confirm Ulangalihle Phili as their new signing. Is Kaiser Chiefs done signing players this season? We don't know. There's a lot of chat about more signings that are still needed to be finalized. There's new players who have just been released by their clubs that potentially might be heading to that arena. We don't know what we don't know. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the pod. This is your boy Machine once again. Just want to appreciate all the guys who've supported this channel until this far. We've reached 1,000 subscribers. Boo, 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 boo. We're only growing from here. Just want to be able to appreciate you guys. So we need to talk Alangai today. Just want to be able to finally confirm that Ulangalihle Phili has actually been confirmed by Kaizer Chiefs. So what we want us maybe to cover this video about or talk about is the kind of options Kaizer Chiefs have and why is there excitement in the buzz about Ulangalihle Phili, what he brings, and obviously the kind of transfers Kaizer Chiefs are making at the moment. So far, what we know is that Kaizer Chiefs have signed Lina, they've signed Mloisane, they've signed Adolf Matsingwa, or is it Matsingwa, however you pronounce it. They have signed Kanyiso Mayo on a permanent deal, and now they've signed Ulangalihle Phili. I remember a season back, last year, they were saying, people were saying that Kaizer Chiefs just needs 5 signings to really improve their squad. I don't know if that was on the back of keeping the same squad because they've cleaned a bit. You know, it's been confirmed again. Dupree is out. Msimango is out. And obviously, Happy Mashiane, all these departures. Abu Tesrick Morris. Who's the other one? Hambide. Some colors on Asaz. I don't know if he's going back on loan or not. But they've obviously oh yes, Sierra Cele it's still unknown. We don't know if they've managed to reach an agreement in terms of separation or is it going to be still part of the squad. Very interesting type of business that Kaizer Chiefs has done. But what I also want to look at, based on the question I actually posed earlier, is what does he offer? Because oh yes, Lilepo has been confirmed that he's actually been sold to Alali Pengazi. Aiden McCarthy has left as well. So this season, remember last season, Kaizer Chiefs ended on number 3, qualified for the Confed, and obviously defensively they looked better. They're more solid. Didn't concede too many goals, and they still kept the spine. There's still Miguel Quinica is there. They've added Monyane. There's like 3 right backs, literally, and left backs. There's still a bit of an issue there. I think they still add a left back because Marco is injured. I think Shinga is still out, and Ukros as well, probably as a niggling injuries. But he definitely is a starter, and obviously waiting for Udotli to return. So that's sorted. But the basis of this video is to give you an idea of the kind of attacking options that Kaizer Chiefs have. And now where the excitement might be coming from in actually acquiring a player like Upili. Now, coming to this guy, one thing that maybe we can appreciate in a long time is actually getting a target at the right time. There's been a lot of players that have been linked with the Kaizer Chiefs, and maybe it's a season too late. They've gone elsewhere. They've been a different player. They are now linked with us, and probably they're not of age anymore. They've gone to Europe and come back, and all these other issues. And maybe by the time that they come through, maybe it's halfway through the season and it's a new coach and it's a makeshift kind of thing. It's a short-term kind of deal, which is more like a Boqele, you Danzani kind of deals, deals that have not been dealt with care in the past very well. So now, starting with this new rebuild that they are doing, so they are kind of scouting and targeting the right kind of players for me, in my opinion, at a very mature age where they still have enough time to be sold in Europe. And by the time that they've worked with us, probably they can give us what we need so we can attract better quality. And at the same time, they are surrounded by the right type of players. And they are still of age. There's still a bit of time for them to improve. It's fun, when I heard one of our legends saying that Tulanga Likhepile will struggle. I was trying to understand where that notion comes from in saying it's going to be a similar situation like Kamapila, Kigintoli. Those were different situations. Those were different environments altogether. That's when Kaiser Chiefs are still going on their old ways, just buying a free agent from Europe, not willing to pay, and not in the manner that they've done. The first order of business that they've done with is appoint a coach. Decide. You're not using a co-coaching system anymore. And actually, they introduced um, they actually decided to, whether we like it or not, Ferdinando de Cruz is the coach. Number two, they've retained Umfundo. There's for me Ungobo. There's Chislet, which we've seen is quite good as well. There's Luke Batman, Felipai, Mayo. Who's this guy? De Silva, Ikataru, Shabalala. So those are the attacking options that Chiefs currently has now. And Roma has it, Faiz, is it Faiz or Faiz Abrahams? And you'll correct me, Modi as well, that I haven't really. Yes, we've lost Ulilepo, he was very crucial in games, in CAF. He was the X factor. He would come with goals out of nothing. And I think he was part of the top scorers and assists as well. So this is where Pili probably the question mark comes in. We're losing Lilepo, we're gaining maybe another young, aspiring, promising winger, attacker. He can play on both, like all three, attacking midfield, left and right. So he offers a lot of options. And with his uh, profiling, him having the hunger to take on players and him having to be able to be familiar with positions from both sides. He was part of, I think he was the leading goal scorer at Stellenbosch. And I think he had maybe one of the guys who had the most assists. So it kind of gives us away that he's capable. In this league, he's capable of giving us more numbers, better numbers. And maybe under Fernando de Cruz, he can actually be much more of a better player. He can improve his performances. And Petabo Mfundo, Petabo Shabalala, guys who are more of plus minus his age, Luke Batman as well. So there's enough cover for us to believe that whatever Kaiser Chiefs is trying to do may actually work out in a way, because it's young, experienced players that they're using to build a team around. And this is what you do in a rebuild. The question mark is, of course, how does he gel? How does he walk into that starting lineup when you have Veribai, Modi on the left, you have Luke Batman who's knocking on the door, that number 10, Du Chislet, Fundo for me should be used. I'm guessing it's going to be used more as a left winger cutting in, and obviously Kataro. No, or there's still Mario when he comes back. So it's a good headache for a coach to have. So Upili becomes a marquee signing, not only a marquee signing, but it becomes a statement kind of signing where it shows intent from a Kaiser Chiefs, from the Cups, the league, Confed, and all things are considered, that at least they've tried to beef up their squad. In the midfield, we still have Umabue, we still have Adolf. That guy is good, guys. That guy is very good in Amniati. I've seen a lot of good things about him. He's improved from having a player like Mark. And surprise, surprise, we saw today earlier, uBarnes, that guy uBarnes, Ibrahim Barnes, lowa ku-Maromo Gallants, has been given i-clearance yakhe, his agent confirmed, Makap, from Igala. So he's free. He's a free agent. If Kaiser Chiefs has been talking with the guy before everything has happened, man, it would for me be almost an 8 out of 10 in terms of signing for a Kaiser Chiefs this season. I think they just need a defender since they lost Simango, but it could be a dream kind of transfer window, and we could be looking potentially at a team that may challenge for honors this season, maybe a cup or two. I don't know about the league itself, and maybe going further in CAF. And that's good. That's a good statement. That's more or less seeing that Kaiser Chiefs have ambitions of improving their position from last season. So that's all I have. I want to hear your thoughts. And thank you if you've made it this far to the video. I want to appreciate you once more. Mshini Lona, we're going to be dropping more videos of local content, local football. Let me leave you with that thought. And thank you. See you in the next video. Sharp, sharp.